What's up, Xbox nerds, Xbox squad, Xbox geeks, Xbox freaks, Xbox tribe and nation, Xbox mob, Xbox universe? What's up with it? Y'all don't want it? What? No, I'm sitting here joking. What's up, y'all? Hope y'all 5 senses work. Another beautiful day. Yeah. What's good? Oh, alright. Okay. So we got this little article to talk about. Alright. Microsoft acknowledges missteps in its handling of Lionhead Studio. Okay, Microsoft. Okay, we get it. You admitting that you made mistakes. So, which company out there haven't made mistakes? No company is exempt from mistakes. In the world of business, mistakes happen. You know, it all comes down to, did you correct the mistakes or did you overlook the mistake and then try to act like it don't exist? Mistakes happen. Or missteps. Missteps happen. Missteps. Look, remember when you guys revealed Windows? Wasn't it a misstep with the blue screen of death? So what you guys crying about now about the Lionhead Studio situation? Okay, if you're admitting that you made a misstep, okay, fine. We'll forgive you. You made mistakes. You're forgiven. Move. It's time to move on now. Anyway, but it's good that you brought it up though. You know. The problem is when you don't admit it, you know, that you made a mistake, you know. So yeah, mistakes happen, man. Missteps, mistakes, it happens. You know, that's the nature of business, man. Got to deal with it. But anyway, it said here, and I'm gonna read a little part of this. This is the last half of this. It said one of the biggest missteps that we learned in the past was Lionhead said Shannon Loftus, who had been general manager of Global Game Publishing when Lionhead was closed down. We acquired Lionhead in 2006 and shut it down in 2016. Whoops. Added Sarah Bond. Anyway, the head of game creator experience and ecosystem at Xbox. A couple of years later, we reflect back on that experience. What did we learn, and how do we not repeat our same mistakes? You acquire a studio for what they are great at, and now your job is to help them accelerate how they do what they do, not them accelerate what you do," said Phil Spencer, ahead of Xbox. "I wish Lionhead were still a viable studio," Loftus added. And says here, Fable lives on. However, at last year's Microsoft has announced a Fable reboot for Xbox Series X and PC. It describes a new beginning for the fantasy franchise and is being developed by Forza Horizon Studio Playground Games. So basically, what he said here, you acquire a studio for what they're great at, and your job is to help them accelerate how they do what they do, not them accelerating what you do. So basically, what Phil Spencer is saying is, say, okay, when you get a studio, they're good at something. So your job is to provide them more tools to make them even improve or be better at what they do. Not based on what you think, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, not what you do, but what they do, because you acquired them. You don't want to rob them of their joy of what they do, you know, so they can focus on what you do. Your job is, when you acquire them, is that you give them more tools to make the workspace, the work environment even more better. And that's what this article is alluding to. So this is it's a lesson learned in video games, that when you you know is when you is it when you acquire studios, you know, you don't rob them of their joy at what they do. You don't make them switch from what they do to what you do, because what you do is completely different from what they do. What they do, they understand it. Now you trying to flip them over to what you do, it's a learning curve, and it's gonna take some time. So this was very good that Phil Spencer brought this up. You know, and this is a lesson for Sony and Nintendo when you acquire gaming studios. You know, is that, you know, when you acquire them or purchase them, and they are part of your family now, you don't rob them of that privilege of what they do. What you do is give them resources to make their work environment even more pleasant and stuff like that. You know, so you know, it's a lesson learned, man. It's not just all about you. This is why one of the reasons I defend the Wii U so much. It's not about sales numbers and all that. No, you need to utilize this console to get the best out of it. And I just made 2 videos about the Wii U that I'm about to drop, that I'm about to put up today, and where I explain the Wii U in full detail on what it can really do. The Wii U was never fully utilized. Okay, the Wii U was never fully utilized. It's not the video games, like Phil Spencer said. Video games is not like he said. Sales ain't the end all be all to video games. There's more to video games than sales. So when it comes to the Wii U was never fully utilized. And in those 2 Wii U videos that I did today, oh yeah, you'll see the explanation, and you will see why the Switch is limited and it can never ever compete with the Wii U. But you'll see. But anyway, back to what I was saying. When you get when a console manufacturer gets a studio, buys a studio, your goal is to help them improve their work, not to rob from them, but to help them improve their work environment, you know, to make their game development more pleasant, more happy, you know. And that way, when they start making games for your console, you get the benefits back in return. So your goal is not to take away from the studios, from the studios that you acquire. Your goal is to help them grow. It's not about you. It's about them. It's about you helping them to even grow better, so they can in return help you. Like what with take EA for a minute. Like when EA bought all those studios and strip them down. EA should have bought, when they bought those studios, you know, they should have took those studios to help, you know, not fire everybody, but take those studios and add it to the EA infrastructure, so they can make the games even more better than what they are. You know, this is a great article, man, and you learn a lot from that whole you learn a lot from that whole sentence that that was just read. So when EA, you know, I'm using EA as an example. EA, when they bought all those studios and stripped them down, and you know, they should have never did that. What they should have done when they acquired those studios is give them resources, so they can in turn make their game development of what they do better, and then they in return return the favor, return the favor tenfold in the games that you're trying to publish. And this article, man, brought up this article right here, you know, it really it really drives the point home, man, that when you acquire gaming studios, it's not about just you. It's about you helping them so they can be more proficient. They might be proficient, but with the resource that you're giving them while you acquire them, they can be more proficient and be more productive versus being more productive. And when it comes to game making, versus like you buying them and then you're dictating to them that this is how we do stuff over here and blah blah. Don't work like that, okay? You have to communication is key. Communication is key when it comes to purchasing a studio. You know, like when you purchase a studio, yes, you're getting them because you love what they do, and you're hoping that what they do will improve your situation that you're dealing with. You know, and go from there. So yeah, that's how it should work. You know, it's not just about one thing. It's about both. Anyway, what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna leave. Let me know what y'all think about this, because this was a great article, man. Because it shows that when you buy studios, especially from a console manufacturer side of things, you don't want to rob the studio of their joy of what they're doing. Yet, you know, you want to give them some more assistance, yet to make their work even more exciting and fun and stuff like that. So, you know, let me know what you guys think of this entire situation. The article is called what it says here: Microsoft acknowledges missteps in its handling of Lionhead Studio. So let me know what you guys think. But other than that, man, this was a good article, you know, and I'm pretty sure there's comments up in here. I'm pretty sure there's comments in this article right now. It says 0, but you know a Eurogamer don't know how to count. Let's see here. How many comments we got? How many comments? Whoa, it's a lot. People are going off on this. Wow, this is a lot of comments, boy. There's a lot. So I'm gonna leave a link in the description box with this article so you guys can enjoy this article in this video. But this was a good point that Phil Spencer brought up. You know, what he says. You know, he said you acquire a studio for what they're great at now, and your job is to help them accelerate how they do what they do, not them accelerate what you do. So when you're a console manufacturer, you're supposed to help a studio. You're supposed to assist the studio, not take away from them. You know, that's and that's a good list. That is a good lesson learned, man. This is Sony and Nintendo need to learn from this. You know, because for me, I'm gonna save that. But anyway, nice talking to you people. Chris, still a Star Wars and Star Trek thing. War, dark side. I'm gone. Peace.